The 1990s in Kenya, a time of vibrant music, political change, and a growing sense of hope. But beneath this surface, a dark and insidious fear was taking root, a paranoia that would grip the entire nation. This is the story of the devil worship panic. It started with whispers. Rumors spreading through schoolyards, marketplaces, and even church pews. Tales of secret societies, of children being lured into satanic cults with promises of wealth and power. Suddenly, everyday items took on sinister meanings. Black clothing, rock music, certain hand gestures, even popular cartoon characters were seen as signs of the devil's work. It was a classic moral panic, a wave of fear, often fueled by social anxiety, sweeping through a community. But in Kenya, it felt terrifyingly real. The stories became more and more elaborate. People spoke of gruesome rituals performed in secret, of human sacrifices, and of powerful individuals pulling the strings from the shadows. The media, particularly the newspapers, jumped on the story. Sensational headlines screamed from the front pages, each one more shocking than the last. These weren't just stories anymore. They were presented as fact, stoking the flames of public terror. Schools became ground zero for the panic. Mass hysteria events were reported, where students would start screaming and fainting, claiming they were being attacked by demonic forces. Teachers and parents were terrified. Who could you trust? Was the student sitting next to you a secret Satanist? Was your own child involved? The fear wasn't just confined to rumors. It had real-world consequences. People were accused, often with no evidence. Mobs formed, and individuals suspected of being devil worshippers were sometimes subjected to violence. Businesses were boycotted, and artists who embraced unconventional styles were ostracized. The paranoia created deep divisions within communities, turning neighbors against each other. The social fabric of the nation was being torn apart by suspicion. It was a witch hunt for a new era, fueled by modern anxieties, but rooted in ancient fears of the unknown. As the national hysteria reached a fever pitch, the pressure on the government became immense. People demanded action. They wanted the authorities to unmask these supposed cults and bring the perpetrators to justice. In response to the overwhelming public outcry in 1994, President Daniel Arap Moi's government did something unprecedented. They established a presidential commission of inquiry into the cult of devil worship. This wasn't a small, informal investigation. It was a high-profile official body given the mandate to travel the country, gather evidence, and get to the bottom of the phenomenon. The commission was led by Archbishop Nicodemus Kirima, a respected religious figure, which lent it immediate credibility in the eyes of the public. For months, the commissioners traveled across Kenya, holding public hearings. Thousands of Kenyans came forward to testify. They brought stories, accusations, and what they believed was evidence. The commission heard harrowing tales, many of which were based on hearsay and urban legends that had been circulating for years. They collected reports on everything from strange symbols and rock music lyrics to alleged confessions from former cult members. The nation watched, holding its breath, waiting for the truth to be revealed. The Commission's work was seen as the definitive answer to the question that haunted everyone. Was devil worship real, and how deep did the conspiracy go? After years of investigation and anticipation, the Commission finally completed its work in 1999. They compiled their findings into a comprehensive document, a report that was supposed to provide the answers and closure the country so desperately needed. The public eagerly awaited its release. They expected a bombshell names, locations, and the full horrifying extent of the satanic network in Kenya. But then, something strange happened. The government received the report, and then, silence. Instead of being made public, the Kirima report was declared a state secret and sealed. The very document that was meant to bring light to the darkness was locked away, hidden from the people it was meant to inform. This decision was a shock. Why would the government go to such lengths to investigate the issue only to bury the findings? The official reason given was that the contents were too sensitive, too shocking for public consumption. They claimed it could cause widespread panic and social unrest. But for a public already steeped in paranoia, this explanation only fueled more suspicion. The sealing of the report created a vacuum, and into that vacuum rushed a tidal wave of conspiracy theories. What was in the report that was so dangerous? The most popular theory was that the report named high-profile individuals, powerful politicians, wealthy business leaders, and influential public figures as the masterminds behind the satanic cults. The idea was that the government was protecting its own. This theory seemed to confirm people's worst fears, that the evil was not just a fringe element, but was embedded in the very structures of power. The mystery of the sealed report became a bigger story than the devil worship panic itself. It became a symbol of government secrecy and a perceived cover-up of epic proportions. Even though the full report was never officially released, sections of it were eventually leaked to the media years later. And what they revealed was surprising. The leaked portions didn't contain a list of powerful Satanists. Instead, they painted a picture of widespread belief fueled by rumor, a deep-seated fear of social change and anxieties over wealth inequality. The report noted the influence of foreign evangelists who brought with them ideas of spiritual warfare that resonated in Kenya. It discussed how symbols of modernity and youth culture, like music and fashion, were misinterpreted as evil. Essentially, the commission found a whole lot of smoke, but very little fire. They found widespread fear, but little to no concrete evidence of the organized, grand-scale satanic conspiracy that people imagined. So, what really happened? Looking back, the devil worship panic in Kenya was a complex social phenomenon. It was a perfect storm of religious anxiety, political uncertainty, and rapid social change. The 1990s were a time of economic hardship and political transition for many Kenyans. When people feel that their world is unstable, they often look for simple explanations and clear-cut enemies. The devil worshipper became a convenient scapegoat, a physical embodiment of the societal evils people felt powerless against. The panic was an expression of deeper anxieties about wealth, corruption, and the erosion of traditional values in a modernizing world. Today, more than 2 decades later, the devil worship panic has largely faded from the headlines, but its ghost still lingers. The term devil worship is still occasionally used to condemn nonconformist behavior or new religious movements. The sealed report remains a potent symbol of state secrecy and public mistrust. The panic left scars on the national psyche, a reminder of how quickly fear can overwhelm reason. It taught a powerful lesson about the danger of moral panics, the role of media in shaping public perception, and the human need to find villains in times of uncertainty. The story of Kenya's satanic panic isn't just about the devil. It's about us. It's about our fears, our beliefs, and the stories we tell ourselves when we're afraid of the dark. Thank you for watching. If you found this story fascinating, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more deep dives into forgotten history. Let us know in the comments what you remember about this time. Stay curious.